Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. Today's video we're going to be talking about all of the items that I loved from newborn phase up until now. So my daughter is currently 8 months old, so if you are an expecting mama, then these items are definitely going to help you out and figure out what you kind of want for your baby shower, or just items that you think you want to buy for your baby. I'll have a link down below to my blog where you can check out an entire list of items that you should be adding to your baby registry. So if you're a new mama and you have no idea what to put on there, then don't worry, I got you covered. So let's just hop right in and talk about my must-have items for new mamas. Okay, I'm gonna start out with breastfeeding items, nursing items, that kind of thing. So number one thing that you should have for breastfeeding is going to be a pump. So either a hand pump or an electric pump. I had an electric pump. I used it a lot at the beginning until my body kind of regulated what to do. So although I don't have like a specific one that I loved, I had the even flow one. It was good. It worked well for me, but I have nothing to compare it to. It didn't do anything crazy, but I enjoyed it. It worked well. It got the milk, and that's all we need. So I will say that that was definitely a really good thing to have, because I wouldn't have made it through until your body starts to regulate. I feel like you really do need a breast pump to help you through that time. And it also helps you stock up on your milk, so that's awesome. Something else that I really used a ton of was the nursing pads, but I used the reusable ones. And they were an eco-friendly brand off of Amazon. I will link it down below. I'll have all the links down below to any and everything that I can find that I mentioned in this video. I'll link it all down below. But those nursing pads I would like switch out fairly often. And it came with a good amount in a pack. I would just wash them in the washing machine, dry them, and then they would be good to go. And it's better for the planet, and it's also saves you guys money because you don't have to keep repurchasing nursing pads. The next item is one of my number one favorite items to have for breastfeeding, and that is a Hakka. The Hakka is very popular. I just got one off of Amazon. I didn't get like the Hakka brand, but I think it does the same thing pretty much. I will say that at the beginning I didn't love it, and that's because I was doing it wrong. So just a little tip, you have to flip the top part back and then put it on your boob. I wasn't doing that. I was just like suctioning it, and that's why it was it would like randomly fall off. There's a video on YouTube you can watch on how to use the Hakka. It's really helpful, and then obviously once you do it properly once, you're good to go. But the Hakka actually catches the milk from the other side. So say I was feeding my daughter on the right side, the milk from the left side isn't going to waste. It's going to be caught in the Hakka, and you can use that for feeds if you're going out and you don't feel comfortable breastfeeding in public, or just to store in your fridge to have for a later date. So that also helped me kind of stock up my milk, and eventually obviously I stopped using the breast pump, I stopped using nursing pads, and I stopped using the Hakka because now my body is regulated. I don't have extra milk to pump. I don't leak very much, only if it's time to feed, and I kind of know the feeling, so I'm like, okay, she needs to eat. So I don't have like a whole leaky situation going on anymore. And the Hakka I don't need to use anymore either, because when I feed her, the other side doesn't really leak as much as it used to. Like I used to get a lot when I would feed her, and now I don't have that problem. So those are 3 items that I would highly recommend if you are going to be nursing. Would be nursing pads, breast pump, and the Hakka. Something else for feeding that I forgot to mention was the Earth Mama nipple butter. I didn't have any problem with my nipples cracking or anything like that. So if you want a good nipple oil, like lotion, butter kind of thing for your nipples when you're breastfeeding, then I definitely recommend grabbing the Earth Mama nipple butter. So moving on, let's talk a little bit about sleep, I guess. So the first thing that I always get questions on is where I got my bassinet. So I will have a link down below to the website. It's called WESTCOASTKIDS, and it was the only website that was Canadian that I could find that carried the bassinet that I wanted. So I wanted the Design Dua bassinet. I really like the look of it. I know it doesn't do everything that all the other bassinets can do, but I just wanted somewhere that was safe for her to sleep and that also was cute. I don't know if that is just silly, but I wanted it to look cute. It was going in my room and I wanted it to look nice, somewhat at least. So I got the base off of Amazon and I got the Bassinet off of WESTCOASTKIDS. And if you're Canadian, I had a really hard time finding this bassinet anywhere that was Canadian. I couldn't find it. This was the only website that I found it on. Additionally, you can get the changing pad to match, which is super cute. So if you are into that style, then I would recommend grabbing the changing pad as well. I actually ended up getting the changing pad off of Etsy, I believe, for a shower gift, but they do match. They are both from Design Dua. But I recommend doing the WESTCOASTKIDS because you don't have to pay duty or anything like that, and it ends up being a lot cheaper. Something else that I did get off of WESTCOASTKIDS as well was her soothers. So we used the bib soothers. They are our favorite kind of soother. She's been using it since she was a baby and she loves them. So we bought her first batch and then we bought her the 6+ batch when she turned 6 months. Another item that helps with sleeping is her sound machine. So our baby monitor actually has a sound machine in it, but I like to have a portable sound machine, so if we're out and about and she needs to take a nap, I can put that sound on and it kind of signals to her, hey, I need to go to sleep. So I definitely recommend asking for a portable sound machine on your registry. It is amazing. It helps so much. We never go anywhere without our sound machine. If we do, we definitely pay for it. So highly recommend having a sound machine that is portable for you and your babe so that you can have some peace and quiet and the baby can sleep while you're out and about, in the car, anything like that. And my absolute all-time favorite item that goes with sleeping is the Snuggle Me. I just heard about the Snuggle Me. I didn't hear anything too crazy about it, but I was like, this looks like it would be helpful. So I requested it on my registry. And I swear by the Snuggle Me. It is my absolute favorite item that I've ever received for Mia. It helps a lot with naps. You're not supposed to leave the baby unattended while they sleep in the Snuggle Me, but when I would transfer her from my arms to the Snuggle Me, majority of the time she would stay asleep, she would get a good nap in, and I would work on my computer or do what I needed to do. Whereas if I tried to transfer her to her bassinet or anything like that, it was just a no-go. The Snuggle Me was amazing at the beginning phases. She doesn't use it anymore because now she sleeps in her crib and the Snuggle Me is a little bit too small for her. I believe they do have a bigger version for when they get a little bit bigger, but I didn't get that one. I think just the baby one in general is perfect for the early phases of naps when the baby wants to be near you and you can't really just like put them down in the bassinet because they wake up. So I recommend definitely trying the Snuggle Me. It was our lifesaver. My highly recommended item is the Snuggle Me. I tell every expecting mama you need a Snuggle Me. So put that on your list, definitely. And you can get different covers to match whatever colors that you like for your baby. You can grab those with the Snuggle Me. Something else that is definitely helpful for when you need to get stuff done but your baby wants to be held is the baby carriers. So I got mine off of Beluga Baby and I have, I think, 3 of them and we love them. They actually roll up into like a little pouch and I find that super helpful because I keep one tucked in my diaper bag at all times because you never know when your baby just wants to be held and you're busy. So I always have that with me. Sometimes even when we go for walks, she won't be into it. So I'll just put the wrap on, put her on me, have her portable sound machine, and we'll just walk. I definitely recommend getting one of those, especially if you're someone who likes to be out and about pretty often. The sound machine and the carrier are going to be your ride or die. You're going to love them. I am super cautious with them. Make sure you learn how to tie it properly so that it is secure, and always make sure that your baby's face is not in your chest. But currently, actually, we've been using it a little bit more than when she was a baby. So now sometimes she won't nap when we're out, so I have to put her on me, wear her and put the sound machine on and she's good. It's not like a big hassle to put it on, and it saves your arms from having to carry your baby. Okay, this item I actually did not have when I first had Mia, and that is a backpack diaper bag. So I had a crossbody diaper bag from Bayes. If you watched my what I'm bringing to the hospital or what's in my hospital bag video, then you'll know that I had the crossbody one. When I first got my diaper bag, the backpack version was not available, so I didn't have that choice. But let me tell you, if you can get a backpack diaper bag, I highly recommend that one. It's just so much easier for getting in and out of the car, and especially the Bayes backpack. It comes with a changing pad, it comes with a toy, that's not really necessary, but it comes with the stroller straps, so when you're out and you want to just put your diaper bag on the stroller straps on the handlebar of your stroller, it's so easy. You just clip it on. It saves the undercarriage of your stroller as well, so that you can put other items in there. So there is a cooler bag little section for bottles. There is different compartments so you can store things. It's just all around a really well designed diaper bag. Another diaper bag that a lot of mamas seem to love is the Fawn Design diaper bag. I personally have never had that one, but I really love the Bayes bag, and I feel like the Fawn Design is pretty similar. But I did decide to go with Bayes because, again, being Canadian, I found that it was going to be a little bit cheaper for me, and I just absolutely love my diaper bag. So I highly recommend that one for sure. And the last item that I highly recommend getting before I get into some of the fun stuff is a diaper genie. I wasn't actually going to get a diaper genie at first because I was like, whatever. But let me tell you, you need a diaper genie. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have much to say about it. It keeps the smell away from the rest of your house. It's just good to have. So I definitely recommend a diaper genie to save the smell of your house. We keep ours downstairs. It's hidden in a corner in our house across from the garbage can, but it definitely helps to eliminate the odors of the diapers. Baby poop is pretty strong once they start eating food and stuff like that, so it has definitely saved us from passing out from the scent of the diapers. So highly recommend grabbing a diaper genie. Okay, so let's go through some items that are fun to have that I really enjoyed having as a first-time mama, and are some cute ideas you can put on your registry for people to get you. The first thing is going to be matching sets. I'm that mom. I want to match my baby, so there's a brand called Bartley Baby Co, and you can get matching tie-dye sweaters and outfits for yourself and your baby. So that was an item that I really loved having when she was little. I mean, we still have them. We wear them all the time together. And I highly recommend. They are so cute. The next item is going to be a custom blanket. So we had 2 custom blankets when Mia was born. So my mom actually customized one for us, and Brandon's sister got us one, and it had Mia's name all over it. So those were, she was also born when it was getting colder here in Canada, but those were lifesavers, and they're just so cute because they're personalized with her name all over it. So we really love those. Obviously we're still going to use them in the winter time again this year, but we did love having those for the early phases, and you just snuggle her up in her cute little custom blankets. Another custom item that is really cute is a custom swaddle. We have one, I will link it down below, from the brand, and it has little rainbows on it and says her name on it. It is adorable, and that was one of the items I know for a fact we're going to keep as like a keepsake, and they are just so awesome. So I highly recommend putting one of those on your registry, or if you're looking for a gift for someone else for their baby shower. It is such like a sentimental item, and obviously you have to know the baby's name, but if you do know the name before they are born, then it is definitely a super sweet item to get and to have. Going down the customization route, custom soother clips, or just soother clips in general. I love soother clips. They're probably in my top of like items you must have, but I just find them so useful. They clip onto your stuff, and you know the baby's not going to spit out the soother, it's not going to get dirty, you're not going to lose it. We always had a soother clip on Mia. We still have soother clips and we still use them, but we mainly just have it on her car seat because she really only uses her soother when she's tired to sleep pretty much. So in the car, she'll have her soother, and if we're going on a walk and she needs a soother, then we clip it on to her buggy, but that's about it. So she doesn't have them clipped to her clothes all the time anymore, but having soother clips is a must-have, and then also the customization is really cute. Obviously, we love anything custom. Something that Mia absolutely adores, and I'm so happy that she loves it, is her Cuddle and Kind doll. So one doll equals 10 meals. So I think that is awesome. So 10 meals are donated to children in need, I believe. And Mia absolutely loves this doll. It's like her favorite stuffy of all time. It is her best friend, and I think that's so cute because growing up, I had a lot of stuffed animals that I loved. I still have a few of them. My ride or die stuffies, and I feel like this is going to be one of those for Mia. They're super cute, and I always take her monthly photos with them as well. Something else that we use a lot still is her rocker. So I'll set her in that when I'm in the shower, and she just kind of sits there and plays, but she's strapped in. So we definitely like that she can't get out of that, or she can't like fall or anything like that. Something we didn't actually use that much was our swing. So I would say we liked the rocker over the swing. That isn't always the case for all moms. I know a lot of moms love this swing, but I feel like because we had the Snuggle Me, we didn't use the swing as much. That's just a personal thing, but I just wanted to put that in there as well. Okay, two more items that I love are just like scented items, and that is her Live Clean lavender lotion and body wash. I could smell that all day long. I just love smelling her. It's like my favorite thing. It smells so good. And then additionally to that is the Ivory Snow laundry detergent is one of my favorite items because it just smells so good. I actually wash my clothes in it now as well because I just love the smell of it. And I use the little scent boosters. You can get them for the Ivory Snow scent. So her clothes just smell so fresh, and it will forever remind me of her, and I just love the scent. It just smells so good. So highly recommend. It's hypoallergenic and it's good for babies. Obviously it's like the typical baby scent wash, and we love it. And lastly, just for like learning and playing, would be a play gym. We got one off of a Canadian shop. I will have linked down below if you want to support a local shop. And also, if you are American, then you can grab the Love Every one. I actually just recently got the Love Every play gym because Mia is sitting up. If you watched my last video, then you would have seen it. But because she can sit up, we find it a lot more useful for playing and stuff like that. Her other one she unfortunately has grown out of, but it is super adorable, super sturdy. But the Love Every one, the mat actually has some sensory items and just like different stations for her to learn and play. So I really love it. I highly recommend getting a play gym for your baby to help with early development. So those were some of the items that I think are important to add to your registry, or are things that I really enjoyed receiving or just having while Mia was a baby. Obviously, some of them are definitely not necessary, but if you're like me and you want to get your baby a few nice things and just things that you know for a fact you're going to use, then I highly recommend checking out those items and supporting some Canadian shops if you can. But those are some of my must-have items if you are expecting a baby or if you are buying any gifts for anyone for their baby. Again, my top item, must-have item is going to be the Snuggle Me. Overall, these items are super useful. Some of them were just for fun at the end there, but mainly the beginning ones were my ride or dies, so I highly recommend checking them all out. Again, I will leave them all linked down below. I want to say congratulations to the new mamas watching this video. You're going to be great mothers, and yeah, if you want to follow along, get any tips, or just follow along with my family, I will have my Instagram here. And before you go, make sure you leave some of your baby recommendations down below that you loved during your parenting journey as a new parent. And let me know some items because I do plan on having more children, so maybe I will use some of those items for my future babes. But for now, that is everything, so I hope you have an amazing day, week, month, or year. I love you, and remember to always be nice to people. Bye!